So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. So, I've already said it before. Let me say it again. All right? I'm not sponsored by none of these trail camera companies or anything like that. All right? I just feel as though if you own a home and you got woods and a yard and stuff like that around, you need one of these trail cameras to see what's going on when you sleeping, you're not home at night in the dark. What's lurking around your house, your crib, your place of peace. You need to know what's going on, right? So here we have this video here. This man looked through his trail camera, but couldn't explain what he captured in these woods. He called it these woods, exactly. Whatever is out there owns those woods, all right? So we're gonna get into this video, man. If you're new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and join the fam. Let's see what's going on.
Trail cameras, also known as game cameras, are outdoor surveillance cameras designed to capture photos or videos of wildlife or other outdoor activities. They are typically used by hunters, wildlife enthusiasts, and researchers to monitor wildlife populations, track animal behavior, and study the habits of various animals. Trail cameras are equipped with a memory card to store the photos and videos they capture. The memory cards can be removed and replaced to view or transfer the images to a computer or other device. They are an excellent tool for studying wildlife and gaining insights into their behavior and habitat. Every so often, though, a trail camera captures something mysterious. This happened just recently when a trail camera...
Now, I want to ask at the same time, right? Do they have the trail cameras that hook up to like a live feed? I need the one that hooks up to a live feed when I move and get into a place with an actual yard and some woods around me. You know what I mean? Because I've seen these things damaged. I've seen animals get curious and come up and just attack them after they get curious, knock them down and stuff like that, damage them. And then you're praying that the footage is, you know what I mean, salvageable. So I wonder if they got the ones that's hooked to a live feed. But anyway, back to the story.
Insights into their behavior and habitat. Every so often, though, a trail camera captures something mysterious. This happened just recently when a trail camera captured a strange-looking creature standing next to a bear. We talked with the individual who posted the photograph who wishes to stay anonymous, and they said that the image was taken in northern Utah. They explained that they couldn't figure out what the creature was, and so posted it to various pages in order to try and get an answer.
Nah, y'all gotta give it to me. What is that? Horse? If it is, I've never seen one like that. And if it is, they breeding some kind of different kind of horses like that. Then I thought, what else could it be? Moose, maybe? Nope. Never seen. What is that? And more importantly, once you see that on your camera, are you gonna continue to live there?
They couldn't figure out what the creature was, and so posted it to various pages in order to try and get an answer. All this did was cause more confusion, as people couldn't work out what it was. One user said the following: "Many trail camera photographs are hard to study, as the object in question can sometimes be at a weird angle, and this makes it hard to work out the size of the creature. However, in this image we can clearly see that it's standing next to a bear, and that it measures over twice the size of it. It's really hard to figure out what type of creature this could be." End quote.
Are y'all noticing, like, what's going on here? Is this tree like bowed out? But these trees are too. That one kind of got like a bend in it, and this one just a little small curve in it. Is anybody else noticing this? Like, that's just weird. Like, where's this taking place at? See, they need to give a little bit more backstory of where they at. Now I'm starting to have concern about this location. At first I was like, what is the bear doing? But now I'm kind of nervous for the bear.
It's really hard to figure out what type of creature this could be. End quote.
What's going on?
Others carried on and said that due to its size and shape, it matches the overall description of a large, hairy humanoid, also pointing out that Utah has been a hotspot for these creatures, with hikers and outdoorsmen who've ventured out into the wilderness in and around Utah, saying that they've had several run-ins with these creatures. The user who posted the photograph said that they were part of a team that investigated Bigfoot sightings, and that throughout the years, the team got sent various images and videos of mysterious creatures, but noted that the majority of them could be explained. They said that this was one of the only ones that they struggled to explain. They further added that they were nervous to post the photograph as they didn't want to be ridiculed or have people think they were trying to prove the existence of Bigfoot. The poster said they just generally have no idea what this is and wanted to see if other people could explain it.
This is weird.
Interestingly, for hundreds of years, mysterious humanoid creatures have been encountered across the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia. One interesting story is that of the original Murfreesboro mud monster sighting. Considered to be one of the most peculiar sightings ever reported, the Murfreesboro mud monster was a humanoid creature that was mass sighted and would eventually lead the police of the small town of Murfreesboro to conduct an official investigation into the beast to bring about some order to their small town. On the 25th of June, back in 1973, within the small town of Murfreesboro, Illinois, a young couple would claim to come face to face with a massive bipedal humanoid creature later referred to as the Murfreesboro mud monster. According to the young couple, their encounter happened sometime around midnight while they had been parked at the side of a river. The couple, a young man and young woman...
Think of all them times you went out when you were younger, because we did this. I know I did this a lot when I was younger, and you hanging out and you down either a dirt road or at a pond or somewhere kicking it with some girl, or if you're a woman, you was kicking it with some boy, and y'all just out there at dark. This could easily have happened to you, running into something, but we wasn't thinking about that. We were young, and y'all know how the sayings go. You know what I mean?
While they had been parked at the side of a river. The couple, a young man and young woman by the names of Randy Needham and Judy Johnson, claimed that they decided to stop their car at the end of 23rd Street, located in Riverside Park, in an area that gave them a clear view of the surface of the big muddy river. The reason for their late-night isolation was later explained by the couple as being a necessary precaution, as Judy's father had disapproved of the two dating, and so were unable to find a more public location to hang out. Although the exact time of the sighting is unknown, it's believed that the event occurred sometime between 12 to 1 in the morning, as the couple were listening to the radio and engaged in intimate action. As Judy Johnson and Randy Needham were in the middle of their interaction, the couple claimed to have heard what they described as a piercing roar, later detailed by Randy Needham as sounding somewhat similar to an eagle shrieking into a feedback microphone. The source of the sound appeared to have emanated from a nearby brush that rested only a few yards away from the vehicle near the side of the big muddy river. Scared that a large, dangerous wild animal was nearby, Randy Needham shut off the car radio while he and Judy Johnson glanced around the immediate area, looking for any signs of a creature. A few seconds later, the couple claimed that another loud shriek had been heard that was slightly similar to the first, and watched as the brushwood in front of their vehicle began to sway dramatically.
Nope.
Hoping to scare away the creature, or to catch a better glimpse of it, Randy Needham immediately started his car and turned on the headlights.
What took you so long? And I get it. You young. You hoping to just go about his business so you can get back to doing your business. You know what I mean? I know it. I get it. I understand. But bro, get out of there. You need to get out of there quickly. It's 12:01 in the morning in the woods. Recipe for disaster.
Of it, Randy Needham immediately started his car and turned on the headlights. Within seconds, the creature exited from the brushwood and began rushing towards their vehicle. The couple would later describe the creature as having been a large bipedal ape-like creature that they would claim looked like an oversized gorilla. It walked on two legs and was estimated from a sitting position to have stood around 8 feet tall, with matted white hair and with spots of mud covering different sections of its body. As the creature walked closer to the vehicle, the couple claimed they could smell the scent of a foul, skunk-like odor. Fearing for their lives, Randy Needham immediately reversed his vehicle and drove out of the area, claiming that they narrowly escaped the monster.
Lucky.
Once the couple made it back into the downtown area of Murfreesboro, Illinois, they entered into a heated debate on whether or not they should report the sighting to the local police.
Here's the problem, right? How do you report that? How do you report that? Now, you young, you probably young, so you worried about your parents finding out because y'all was at a lake. They ain't really want y'all together, so y'all was out there disobeying. Number two, what do you look like going to a police station and saying, hey, man, this I'd have did it. I'd have did it. I was trying to reason with him and say, you know, it sounds crazy. I'd have still done it. Fam, something out there. It's on 2 legs, about 8 feet tall. You can drug test me if you want to. I don't care. Y'all need to go out there and figure out what's out there. Something's out there, and it's gonna kill something soon.
Judy Johnson at first refused to file a witness report, believing that it would lead to issues with her father, but was convinced by Randy Needham, who believed that the monster would soon attack other eyewitnesses. It would be at around 2 in the morning that the couple would decide to drive down to the Murfreesboro police station and report their sighting. Once Randy Needham and Judy Johnson arrived at the police station together, the couple immediately began filing a report with the former patrolman of the Murfreesboro police force, a man by the name of Ron Manwaring, who worked as a police chief for over several decades. According to Officer Ron Manwaring, the sighting had been described as an unknown creature sighting, with the beast having been compared to an oversized gorilla estimated to have been around 8 feet tall, with matted white hair that was streaked with mud. Although the officers were hesitant to believe the claims of the 2 young adults, they began to grow increasingly interested when they discovered that the couple was scared of both public ridicule and Judy's father finding out about their indiscretions. Additional reports of the Murfreesboro mud monster would be made by several police officers who were tasked with investigating the original sightings report of Randy Needham and Judy Johnson. Believing that Randy Needham and Judy Johnson were not playing a prank and had nothing to gain from the witness claims, the Murfreesboro Police Department would send 2 officers to investigate the claims further. The 2 responding officers, Merrill Lindsay and Jimmy Nash, were sent to the location of the sighting within minutes and arrived at the area of the supposed boat ramp in Riverside Park.
2 officers were sent? Not enough. They gonna need backup and more backup, bro. He said 8 feet tall, gorilla-like stature. 2 officers who probably are like 5 foot something ain't cutting it, bro. And your guns, good luck. He's surviving in the woods. So he's picking up on what, or he or whatever it is, knows the lay of the land and is probably gonna pick up on you before you even remotely get close to picking up on him. So he got to drop on you. In the woods, he probably know the woods. Like, this is the type of stuff I be thinking about, bro. I'm not going back. No. And imagine, I don't care if I am a police officer and I get tasked with this duty. Fam, you sending me the whole force. We emptying out the whole force to go do this. I ain't going out here by myself. Job ain't worth that.
Sighting within minutes and arrived at the area of the supposed boat ramp in Riverside Park. Within a few minutes of investigating, Officer Jimmy Nash found a set of peculiar tracks that he described as being approximately 10 to 12 inches long and roughly 3 inches wide, following in a long line down the riverbank side pressed deep into the mud. However, before Officer Nash could investigate the tracks further, he would then report that he and his partner heard what they would later detail was a horrifyingly shrill screech emanating from close by.
They did.
Believing that the creature was hiding in some nearby brush, waiting to attack, Officer Nash attempted to pull out his revolver, but dropped it in a panic and ran back to his police cruiser and left the scene of the sighting.
Scary movie, panic scene 101. He drops his weapon. Now you see why I said you need to empty the floors, because somebody's bound to make a mistake where they're gonna trip and fall, drop their weapon, forgot to put one in the chamber, something.
Panic and ran back to his police cruiser and left the scene of the sighting. When questioned about the sound, Nash claimed that the sound was the most hideous sound he had ever heard and had originated at an estimated distance of about 300 feet away from them. He said the following: "The most incredible shriek I've ever heard. It was in those bushes. It was no bobcat or screech owl. We hightailed it out of there." End quote. Officer Jimmy Nash and Officer Merrill Lindsay would return to the Murfreesboro police station, hoping to gather additional officers for backup before returning to the site. It would be at around this time that the officers would report the screech and their encounter with the unknown creature, sparking serious interest from the local law enforcement. At around 2 in the morning on the 26th of June, Officers Jimmy Nash and Merrill Lindsay would return to the area of their encounter alongside Officer Bob Scott and the original eyewitness Randy Needham. The 4 would soon discover several more tracks located near the muddy banks of the river, with impressions that appeared to originate from within the water and exit back into the water. Officer Merrill Lindsay would return to her patrol car to retrieve a camera for documenting the evidence, and the three others would stay in the area of the sighting, following the tracks down the riverbank. It was at around this time that the three men claimed to hear splashing in the river that sounded like a large creature walking in knee-deep water. Although they were unable to see anything in the water, the men would continue their search until they heard the same horrible scream that Officer Nash had reported earlier in the morning. The sudden scream caused the three men to run back to a patrol car, where they took the time to regain their composure and once again begin their search for the creature. For the next several hours, the men would claim to hear the same eerie splashing sound they believed to have been the large bipedal creature walking through the water, but would discover nothing. Their search would continue through the early morning until the sun rose. At around 7 in the morning, the group would end their search, believing that the monster had disappeared. On the 26th of June...
Now, I haven't heard whether... I don't think I missed it. Maybe I have, but did they put this out to the public? I heard they say local police department, but did they put this out to the public? They should have made what do you call it? A PSA, public service announcement to the community saying, hey, this is what's going on. No, it seems like even in movies, you watch movies, they're not quick to tell the people until multiple deaths have happened. And then by then they're sitting back like saying like, man, we should have, we went about this all wrong. We should have put this out to the public. We should have told the people. We should have did this. It always takes multiple deaths. Right now they haven't had any, but it's going to take deaths before they tell the people. And that's what be making me mad.
Believing that the monster had disappeared. On the 26th of June, roughly 14 hours since the end of the reported sightings of the Murfreesboro mud monster from the Murfreesboro Police Department, a 5-year-old boy by the name of Christian Barrel would claim to witness a monster with a similar description at around 10:30 in the evening. The story was so compelling and considered substantial evidence of a Sasquatch-like creature roaming the American countryside that the story would eventually be picked up by the New York Times. The sudden popularity in the town, coupled with the momentary fame of the eyewitnesses, would lead to the Murfreesboro mud monster legends becoming a solidified piece of history for the town, and would lead to the end of the hunting parties for the creature, as the residents considered the monster to be a symbolic mascot to be adored. So, what do you make of these mysteries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.
Now, another thing, looking at this could be like a statue or something. I don't know. It's just another thought of something. The way the bear is sniffing on it, it's like it's, I don't know. The bear is just like, what is this? Trying to figure it out. Now, you know, people put some weird stuff. We've seen stories where people have come across staircases in the middle of the woods. You know what I mean? So it's been different things that have been found out there. So you can't really rule everything out. But man, oh man, if I'm in this town, I would be worried. I'd be worried, bro. And it's always some kids or somebody out at a lake finding this stuff out. And then you're challenged with whether or not you believe them. Then you go there, you see tracks. Then you know what I mean? And then it just gets worse and worse and worse. Nah, bro, I'm out of there. It's time to go, y'all. That's why it's like almost these days you can't get comfortable where you live at. Because at any given moment, you got to pack up and leave because something is happening in that town. I don't know why. You know what I mean? So always prepare yourself like you about to have a baby. Always have that bag packed and ready to go just in case you about to have to move. That's all I'm saying. But y'all get at me in the comment section, man, and let me know what you thought of this video, bro. And stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.